Welcome back. All right, news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Sunday, September the 1st. It is September. We'll start off talking about a couple of tryouts. First off, Tyler Johnson signed a tryout with the Boston Bruins yesterday. I started putting this board together yesterday. Still pretty quiet. Obviously, totally understandable. Things are kind of quiet through most of the NHL realm right now. But Johnson signing a tryout with Boston. I like Johnson a lot. I think he could help on the fourth line. We'll see if he actually does earn a contract there. The Flyers, this is one of those ones that's kind of under the radar, but signing Makiniemi, a goaltender, came up and played a couple of games for San Jose in the 2022-2023 season. He didn't look bad. So we'll see whether or not Makiniemi ends up getting a contract with the Flyers, who could definitely use some more goaltending depth. And again, I thought he looked all right. It was very, very small sample size, though, so take that with a grain of salt. And the Utah Hockey Club, because they don't have a name yet, Bortuzzo being signed by Utah yesterday. It's a 1-year, 2-way deal. Pays $775,000 at the NHL level, so league minimum, and $450,000 at the AHL level. Olympic qualifying's going on right now. At least it's almost done. And Denmark defeats Norway 4-1. They qualify for the 2026 Olympics. That's seen as a minor upset. Norway was seen as the favorite going into that. Latvia defeats France 5-2. They qualify for the Olympics as well. That's the Latvia jersey right here, which is still, I think of international jerseys. I love that color. But yeah, so Latvia going to the Olympics, and I'm all set for that in 2026. And Slovakia's leading Kazakhstan. It definitely looks like Slovakia is going to be the third team. And then that'll round out the field for the Olympics. And it's something that I wish the NHL, if they were going to do like World Cups, and obviously we have the Four Nations tournament coming up this February, I really wish they would do a tournament like this and work with the IIHF in concert and come up with something where it's this big tournament where any player from any league could join a national team and go for it. And then, yeah, you might have some guys from the KHL. You might have some guys from the Swedish league. But just find a way to make it work. Obviously, there's insurance reasons why it would just be NHLers for tournaments they have. But if they really, truly want to build up to a big World Cup and make it as important as the Olympics, I think having a qualifying tournament like this would be useful. And allowing players who aren't National Hockey League players to play in it would also be useful. And again, I understand there's a lot of logistics to that, but I would love to see that happen. Because really, in all honesty, I think if they set aside 2 weeks, I think you could make a tournament like that work. I think it could. I've also seen the suggestion too of maybe doing it during the summer. There were I want to say the Canada Cup used to be late August, early September, just off the top of my head, and so I mean it's going to be whether or not the NHL, if it's more important to have all of the players be National Hockey League players, or make it feel just as important as like the big Olympic tournaments. But either way, NHLers going back to the Olympics, so there's some NHLers playing today for these teams, and all the best to them. Askarov, who was recently acquired by San Jose, is going to wear the number 30 this upcoming season when he's called up by the Sharks, or if he ends up playing for the Sharks regularly, of course. He becomes the 10th Sharks goaltender to wear the number 30. Number 30 is one of those ones that, much like the number 1, 31 comes to mind as well, and 35. Those are the ones who very often are goaltender numbers. But yeah, so Askarov will wear the number 30. We'll see how this season goes for him. Yesterday at the meetup, there were a few different people who approached me and very quietly asked me, so what does Columbus do from here? And there is that question out there. And I don't have the answer to exactly what tactics Columbus follows from here, how they would approach the season. But I think we're a ways away from finding out the answers to that. So while I'm continuing the season previews today, the Columbus one I'm absolutely saving for last. And since that would be schedule-wise tomorrow, I won't be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to delay it at least until this coming Friday, give it a full week, and see if anything's changed. And I'm reserving the right to delay it a little bit further as need be. There are a lot of questions about how this gets handled by the National Hockey League, Columbus, and how what the lineup's going to look like this coming October, and we don't really have the answers to those questions as of yet. But I just I don't really have the answers to that either. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always, and for people who came out to the street hockey yesterday. That was fun. That was the best attended street hockey meetup I think we've ever had. I don't think we've ever had 40 people before, and I think it was a little over 40 actually at the peak there. So yeah, a lot of fun. And I do intend to have one again this month being September. Hi, September. But it's going to depend on the weather. At this point, you get into a busier schedule for us personally, and you also get into the fact that the weather will turn kind of sour, and it makes it a little more difficult to have street hockey games. I can't have them where we play if it's been raining, because that court gets really slick and it's quite dangerous. So, at any rate, they'll be posted on the Facebook page what we're going to be doing with that. So if you don't already follow that page, go for it. And you guys will know where we're having the meetups and when. So thank you guys so much for that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for everything. I will talk to you again soon.